All right, here we are. Look, I forgot to take down. This is how I made the thumbnail that I put on this video. Okay, anyhow. Canva is one of the greatest websites in the entire world. All right. My internet is going as slowly. So, all right. We are going to talk about how in Metal Horizon Worlds are having a competition right now. $2.5 million prize pool. We have up until on October 30th. The end of the night, October 30th. It's technically 2:45 a.m. On the 31st is when the competition ends. But anyway, I digress. I'm showing you guys this website because this is a website that probably a lot of creators know about, but maybe not everybody uses. But you can basically make, you know how you can get like AI pictures? You can do AI, what's it called? 3D objects and then bring them in. So, but this is not what we're going to go over. We are going to go over this right here, the desktop editor. Okay, this is what you get when you join the Meta Horizon Creator Program. Actually, I don't even think you have to join the program. I think you can just get the editor, but if you want to be monetized, you have to join the program. But yeah, you get this desktop editor. It's a free download. Anybody with a Windows computer. I mean, I would imagine this is kind of a pull. My computer gets pretty hot when I'm using this thing. So I really, right now I got to use this and OBS at the same time. I got to stop looking up there because that's my monitor. And I know I'm just looking one more time, make sure everything's in line. Okay. All right, here we go. This is the desktop editor. Let's just start from scratch. Let's just make a brand new world. Okay. A whole new world. A new fantastic. Okay, all right. Very problematic. All right. Here we are with that beautiful view again. So it's just going to pull us into a empty room with only one thing in it, or really two, a floor and a spawn point. We'll only see the floor at first. And I'm going to show you, even if you're not into typing code, I'm going to show you where you would be able to interact with code. And my recommendation is to have the best experience creating, to really be able to do as much as possible. You got to use the headset as well. I'm just grabbing my headset. I'm not leaving. So, get your MetaQuest 3. I don't know where you can buy a 2 anymore. But yeah, get yourself a MetaQuest 3. And I recommend getting the 3S. The 3S is about $200 cheaper. And the reason for that mainly, I think, is the lenses. The lenses are better on the one that's not a S. And it's not that big of a difference to me. I don't know. I've never been like a HD guy. Be like, oh, look at the crisp quality of this. I don't know. But, I got the 3. But I'm also like a VR head. Like I'm doing this all the time. So I'm going to get... Oh, man, and my budget is getting better and better. So maybe I will be able to get get a new headset. Like, not headset, head strap. My head strap right here. Well, actually, I could probably just fix that with a little piece of tape. But anyway, I don't know. I'll figure out something to buy if you give me some money. So here we are. We're in the desktop editor. We just... Look, this is just, you can barely tell I'm looking around, but basically I'm moving around and we have nothing. Let's go into preview mode and see what it looks like if you were the character. This is me as a little character. Beep, 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 and that's it. I am just in pure limbo. Look, and it does have an edge. You can, but like, this is the funniest part. Like if you fall off the edge, you just fall. And I think you fall forever. I don't know. That's weird. Could you imagine falling forever and then after a while you're just like, doesn't even bother you that you're falling? You probably can't even tell anymore. I wonder how long that would take. Probably not long. All right. Let's just start building stuff. Okay. let's see, what minute is it? I don't know what minute it is, but let me start timing on my phone. Oh, you know what? I can see it on my computer. It's 9:15. We don't have to get it down to the exact second. So we'll start at 9:15, and let's see what we can get done with Gen I. First things first, I click on the Gen I, and then it has all these options here. Okay, the first one is pretty new. This one is called the Assistant. I haven't used it yet. Apparently it does stuff for you in here. So like it'll connect. I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll test it out and see what it does. 3D model. That's where we can build. We could just tell it, be like, make a frog. I don't know. Make a purple frog. Make a frog princess. That's what we'll do. Okay. Sky. You can like choose what the environment looks like. Texture is just basically kind of like a skin. You know, but I don't know. I'm wondering how you connect it, because the skin would have to go on a object. You know, it's technically a PNG image, right? It's a picture, and then you take that picture and you have to attach it to an object. But like objects, a lot of times are not exact perfect rectangles. And so, and just like a PNG file would be, so it gets stretched all over the place. So the colors look really funny on it. Okay, sound effects, you can have it make sound effects. Ambient audio, so like, you know, if you want to make a video game where you know, there's traffic, there's a highway, and maybe you want like, because that's exactly what they would sound like. Okay. And then this last one here, environment generation. Hold on. So what is the difference between sky? Okay, you know what? Let's find out what happens. Let's start with sky, okay? I'm not even really sure. Okay, easily change the look and feel of the environment by generating a new sky. Okay, here are some examples it gives you. A thunderstorm of rain clouds, a sky filled with stars, and a giant planet, a massive golden desert landscape. Okay, let's just come up with ours. A bright starry night. See what happens. All right. So, okay, now I see here it's going to give me the option to save and apply. Oh, the sky dome. Okay. So this is what I think it is. This is the basically kind of like a sphere that wraps around the entire world that you will never reach. Like, you can't get to it. This sphere is not something you can reach. It's just always going to be beyond. But you can do that in the metaverse, right? Well, maybe I should do that so that way, yeah, you get to see. You don't have to see all my tabs and blah blah blah. All right. Meanwhile, while that's working, right here, this is the public assets. It's easier to see when you don't. I'm pretty sure actually I can like close the AI and it'll still be working. But see, here's public assets, and there are countless. You know what? I'm going to do a whole episode just on assets. Okay, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow we are just talking about assets. Got to remember, Monday we're talking about the public assets that you can get. And I mean, it's just countless things, objects. So a lot of these things have programs connected to them. You know, you can break it down into the category. All right, let's see how far that AI has come along. Oh, it didn't? Thought it did. Okay, I guess it doesn't keep working when you turn it off. All right, well, let's do that one more time. Bright starry night with planets nearby. That sounds cool, man. Okay, so this time we'll leave it open. But yeah, again, here is all the assets. And like, gosh, now that I'm thinking about it, you don't even like have to make stuff. I mean, it's cool because like you can really fine tune it. You can have something literally absolutely unique to you. You don't have to worry about licensing or anything. This is Meta's AI that made it. You know? Okay. Oh, it already did. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it still was making. It's taking its time making it. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh no, it was dark, and I was like, maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool. Here, let's go out there and look. Oh man. Oh geez, dude. Let me expand it. What? Oh, okay. I didn't apply it. Okay, I was just previewing it. Let me apply it to the world. Create a starry night scene. Yeah. Here's this one, right? Bright starry night. We should check out the other one too and see what the difference is. I mean, you know how AI is. You click. Okay, I guess that means preview. Okay, preview it, save and apply. Is it applied now? Save and apply. All right. What an hourglass. When's it going to be? I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder how many people look at the hourglass and don't know what it is. And they just always, their whole life, there's always been just an hourglass when you had to wait. And they're like, what is that shape? You know? People probably don't know why people probably don't know why our smartphones are called phones. I mean, how often are you using it as a phone? How long are you talking? Well, probably some of you are talking all the time. All right, generated SkyDome asset added to my assets. All right, so it's been applied. And see, now it's actually one of our assets. Okay, cool. There it goes. And it's in our hierarchy here. Because remember, I said before there was only going to be one thing in there besides this floor. And that was a spawn point. Well, now we've just added this environment. So here, let's close that out. Come on, Cletus. All right, there we go. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Big Milky Way style. Man, that's just beautiful. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, let's get all the way to the edge, man. And I guess it made I don't know, it kind of looks like a lake with grass at the edge. All right. So let's see. What's the next thing we make? So now we got a nice atmosphere. Let's say we're making a game where you shoot spaceships, or your spaceship shoots something. Maybe we'll make it where your spaceship just like goes around a track. Maybe we'll keep it simple. But let's see how far we can get with just using AI. And I'm telling you, I told you that I've used a lot of AI, that I depend on AI. I would not be able to get done nearly as much as I've gotten done without AI. I'm sure it'll learn this stuff eventually, but man, it really, it's a really big speed booster. Okay. So that was that. Let's make a 3D model now. Race car that looks like a flying saucer. That's cool. Oh man, my computer's fan's really blowing now. Oh, sorry. I'm all shaking everything around. Okay, you see, so it's taking its time, it's generating, but now we know that we don't have to stay on it. Oh, okay, it's making four different options. Okay, it's going to give us 4 different options. Oh, okay, you know what? And here's what I didn't even look at, right? So you pick which different AI thing you need to use, right? Texture, before we just use sky right here. Oh, wow, that looks cool. We'll get to that. Okay, 3D model. Oh, that's it. That's the thing that came up. Oh, wow. These are cool. No. Dude, come on. That's the one right there, dude. That's ridiculous. Okay, I think I'm gonna make all 4 of them. I don't know if we'll do it right now. We'll see how fast it all loads up. But all right, now see when we typed it in, we had to choose the 2 options. So medium, small, medium, or large. And I happen to know that why this matters, because you think it wouldn't matter. It's like it doesn't matter if it makes a house, it doesn't matter how small it is. You can expand anything like, infinitely and shrink it down. But I think they actually even mean like the size of the file. So you only have a certain amount of room in each of these worlds where you can put stuff, and bigger models or models with like more vertices, for example, more sides to it. Which is what's required for more detail. That's why like Minecraft probably ran so well always. Okay, let's bring this one in first. Generate a model of this. Generate a textured model for flying saucer car. Okay, so I guess I just clicked yes, and it basically gave itself a command. And my recommendation is to always use small. And if they make so, and if you're like, I want a mountain, and they make it small, stretch it out. And yes, it's not going to have as great of detail as if you would have just made a larger one, but it'll still be good detail, still look good. See, that's the thing about VR. Let's be honest, right? Look at my character, my avatar. Like, I was about to like bring my face closer to the screen because I wanted you to be able to see better, and then I forgot that's not how it works. But yeah, look at him. Like, he's very cartoony. It's very simple. A lot of stuff in here is very cartoony, and it's not to where it's going to be. All these amazing, like the coolest looking things in here, the most detailed things, like this car, are basically static objects. They're just objects that just sit there. They don't do much. Now, you could have the object change position and move around and twist and make it seem like it has some kind of, mechanic, but the wheels aren't going to spin. There's not going to be any detail in it. Nothing, when I say detail, anything like movement detail, But, all right. So hold on. Did I get the car? Is that the car? Come on, where's the car? Why are you doing that? What's that even mean to me? Okay, it's not out here. I guess it didn't. Let's see, the Gen AI. Okay, so made the model. Okay, so you know what? I had it. So I guess those 4 choices it has wasn't ready models. They were like, I think they were just images, and they were like, which one of these images should we turn into a model? And now they've made the model. So here, let's go back. Yeah, and I am going to say I recommend that you, let's see. I'm going to recommend that you have a good computer if you're going to use this. And the things that you need in a good computer is, fast processor, right? Like multiple cores in a processor. All right, is that the model? Okay, so here, yeah, it made us 4 images. Also, a good graphics card is important. A lot of RAM too. And exactly why? I don't know. I'm not that good at that stuff to really be talking about it. Okay, so save model. Yes. I mean, if I made something I wanted. Oh, okay. So it's saving it right into my assets. Remember, I told you there was public assets where you can get all these type of things. So, but you also have your own collection where you keep your own library of assets, and only you have access to it. Okay, I see the little clock is there, so it's still kind of processing. See, if I click on one of these other ones, if I click on a different asset, it'll give me a properties menu because it's already processed, and we can do whatever we're gonna do. But for this one, see, when I click on it, and to be honest, I feel like desktop editor usually goes faster than this. I think I've been really beating up my computer, but maybe I can afford another computer Because literally I have a job, so any money I make from this can go right back into, me paying other people to work on stuff with me, to build it, or, put new equipment. Like I have to have equipment like this mic, my audio recorder, which I don't want to touch right now, but that thing was like a few $100. I have like a really nice, because I don't know if I feel like there's a real crisp sound coming from this. So, all right, so here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to check my comments in just a minute, okay? All right, so now I got the 3D model. All right, I'll check my comments now while that's... Okay, and you see it's been added to our... Oh, man, that looks cool. Let's look at it from up close. Here, watch this. I'm going to put a light gizmo there. And be able to see a little bit better. All right. Oh, wow, it's going to look cool with that light right on it. Yeah, it's definitely going slow. I don't know what's going on. I told you I made it real small, but that's fine because why? Okay. I click the little car, right? And scale is its size. I mean, I could sit here and click it, and then I tap R, and then you see how those little lines show up, and I could tug on those lines, but I prefer just do this. So it's at scale of a 1-to-1 proportion from its original size. Let's do 3-to-1 and just switch. Or let's do 3-to-1. So say 3 for the X. Hold on, why did I push Q? 3. Okay, so it just changed how wide it is. Now this is going to change how tall it is, and then this is going to change how deep it is. So, bang. And now, see, because it's bigger, it's like underneath. It's underneath the world, so we got to bring it up a little bit. So you click it, I tap W. I just happen to know the shortcuts, and then you can grab it by that little arrow and you pull it up, which again is not ideal. It's that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a couple things, and then we're gonna go into VR and see what the difference is when you're moving stuff. I don't got my glasses on. Hold on. There you go. Oh, that's gonna look real cool with the light right above it. I like how it came out. All right, I'm just trying to pull up my channel so I can see if I got my comments. Yay! What's up, little Timmy? Uh-oh, Jumper's in the house. Oh man, if Jumpers is watching. What's up, y'all? Okay. So cool. Let's go check out this thing. All right, this came out cool. Now again, it's just a 3D model. It's not I'm gonna make it a teeny bit bigger. It's like you can't it's not like the doors open, the tires don't spin, it doesn't have some engine sound attached to it. It's literally just 3.5. Let's do that. 3.5. 3.5. Oh. Whoops. Okay. 3.5. Tab. 3.5. Tab. All right. So if I use this thing, it'll be just really I can have it move, in a certain direction. And, so it still needs a lot of work, right? So a lot, but dude, a lot, you can start with a lot. I mean, just think about this. If you can figure out just a few basic mechanics on how to get something to move, or something like that, which, dude, there's some YouTube videos. Yours truly makes a couple that are just real simple ways to make things move. And let's see, position X. I want to raise that up a little bit. And boom, you got a car that moves, and you could drive it, and then so what you would do a lot of times is you would make the car uncollidable, right? So look, if my character runs into it, he just kind of stops because there's an object in the way. Maybe you can climb on it, but no. Now, if I go into edit mode, I click on the object, so now it's highlighted, and I can switch its collidability to uncollidable, so which means it's just a visual thing now. It does it's not going to stop anything. And I get it. Nothing. I was going to say physical. Nothing here is technically physical, but we treat it as physical. Okay. And so now it's not collidable. So if I run into it, you're just right in the middle. So let's see. And that's we can kind of get in there and see. Now we see what it looks like from inside the car. See, these objects only have textures on one side. So if you look from the other side, you don't see anything. And see, so what you would do with one like this is you would take some cubes and attach it to this. And then when the person gets in the car, maybe they would just walk up to the car, or they would get teleported into it or something. And then they would be standing on a cube. Now, and the cube, if the cube moves, it's going to take the person with it. So they're standing on a cube, and then they, what's it called? Make the cube invisible, right? So you have any object in there, you make it invisible. I would show you on the desktop editor. That's one of those things that's going to take me a second to do in VR. So that'll show you the advantage. Maybe let's do that real quick. Let's do a quick transition into VR. Whoops. Let's do a quick transition, and we will see. That's not what we want. You can see where I downloaded the picture to make the thumbnail. I always mean to start on... I always mean to start at 9, but I keep starting at 9:10. And this is why, because I get on Canva and I'm like, oh, let me make my thumbnail cool. Let me try to seem like a pro streamer. Let me be a pro. Dude, I wish somebody else could do all the stuff. Everybody could do all the stuff, and I could do the teaching, if I didn't always have to set everything up. But hey, that's the life of a solopreneur for now. But hey, man, maybe I'll be part of a team soon enough. All right. Oh, that's right. I got to share the screen with you because you're so cute. All right. And might already be ready by now. Oh, wow. All right, there we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into that. What? Okay. We're going to go into. What are you doing? Unable to load content of my worlds. Don't tell me I can't get into my worlds. I was just in there. All right. You know what? Maybe it's not a good idea to just leave apps on. It should be. You would think. Let's see, am I in the screen good? Let me see up there. Okay. I saw my monitor. I'm going to try and hold this kind of still. Hold on. You know what? While I'm in here. Yeah. Let me cast to you. Recasting? Yeah. Let me show you a cool thing you can do. All right. So I'm on YouTube Live right now. And go to Live. And I'm already casting. And this is I logged in earlier to have this, but now I can see the comments right here. So if you guys leave comments, I'll see it right here. So there you guys go. Holy shnikey. What's up, little doggy? We got little Timmy in the house. Crown number 2. I do not know what that means. Someday I'll call my niece. She'll tell me. And see, and up there, and I can see the comments just floating. Okay. Oh, dude, this is the way to go then. All right, let's get back into Horizon Worlds. like I wouldn't say any of this stuff is glitchy, but like it's definitely more sensitive. It's not as robust as, you know, web pages and computer programs and desktop computers and laptops and stuff, because this is a computer that's moving all around. It's on my face. It's got a lot to do. It's an amazing. Ooh, there's a Domino's world. How long is it? I didn't know about that world. Okay, let's go back into my world. All right, so there's the world I just made, and I don't know if you just heard that sound. That whoosh. That was it. That was the computer. Because remember, I was in this world in the computer, and it logged me out of that. Okay, so here we are. Here's the computer. Let's see now. I mean, here's the spaceship. Now look, now remember it was teeny tiny. So when I made it, you know, it was small, and when I stretch it out, right, the detail isn't as great, is it? So maybe I would have been better off making this like a large model, but to be honest with you, this is like if this was my world, I would be super satisfied with this. I would stick with this because you don't want stuff to get too big, because then it's like it takes up too much space. And the thing about VR is, and I was getting to the point earlier, and I guess I got off track. It's not like you are here for the graphics. You are here for the experience, and the experience is immersive. It's amazing. Like, see how I'm like talking? If I'm playing a game with my friend, I would never be this expressive. And again, it's not even that expressive or anything, right? Like, look at my face. This is me. Hold on. Let me turn on my mic so that way you can see what it looks like. My lips move. This is what it looks like when my lips move. Hey, what's up? You know, and I talk to my friends. Oh, man, that's cool. What happened the other day? You can do thumbs up, little emojis. Okay, you guys probably know about most of this stuff. All right, so how do we get this car to move? Okay, go back into edit mode. Remember before I was, with the editor, I could go from test mode, which is down here as a little avatar. But see, now I'm looking from first person, from the avatar's eyes. On the computer, and as in mobile, the default is third person, where it would have like a camera over your shoulder, kind of like that camera right there. See, there's like, that's me. This camera is cool because it can follow you around, can also go in front of you. All right, I'm going. Oh, look, I'm pumping my arms, but it doesn't really. Okay, not. But when you're running, it does like an automatic. So if you just run with your arms like this, it still pumps the arms. And if I pump up, yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Wow. Oh. Yeah, no, truly, because I'm seeing here that Jumpers Filmed in VR is bringing up the fact that like VR. What you're watching does not do VR justice, because like I said, it's an experience. Like if I just move my head a teensy bit, whatever is there, I'm going to see. And it just makes it so much more natural. I'm telling you, it's really easy to like talk to people in here, relative. Listen, it's not perfect. I got a couple psychos, but all right. So here we have the car, and here's what we do. We're going to go to Gizmos, and all this stuff is, there's YouTube tutorials for this. It's not that hard. Okay, I'm going to put out a script. A script is what has all the instructions for what needs to happen. Okay? And so let's go in here, and we're going to, and every time you make a script, it has to be attached to an object, and we're going to attach it to this car. And look. So, no, you know what? Let's attach it to a cube instead. Or a sphere, right? So there's our sphere. I opened up the properties menu. I'm going to make it grabbable. So I just click interactive, and then grabbable is the default between these. So just leave it. Okay, so let's check the size of it. There you go. It's a little too big, but it's fine. All right. So this script is going to go on this ball. And what we're going to do is when we grab the ball, it's going to be like a remote control where when I pull the trigger on the computer, on the joystick, when the player pulls the trigger, the car will go forward. Okay? All right. So it's just, we named the title of it. Let's change the name of it. Called it Go. All right. Where's the event? When grab events, controller events. Okay. When trigger is pressed while grabbed by player. So that means while since we're going to put this script on the sphere, it's referring to itself. When index trigger is pressed while grabbed. So that means when the sphere is being grabbed, when you pull the trigger, it's going to do whatever is under this event. And I'm telling you right now, you'll get this quick, okay? So when trigger is event, move by over time, move self. Now we're going to do self. We're going to do move the car. It's an object. And then we're not moving the car this itself, which would be the sphere. We're moving the car. We're removing it to. We're moving it by. Let's see. Forward direction of car. Okay. And over 1 second. So this is going to be the thing. Okay, great. So now what I do is I open up the sphere, this little menu, and it says attach script, and I'm going to click the only script in here. Usually there'll be like a way too long list. And now it's like, okay, what car are you referring to? From the car from this script. So we're going to open up the properties menu in this guy now. And see that blue pill? That blue pill represents him. The car, the flying saucer car. So which car? The flying saucer car. So now when I'm going to grab this, say I'm grabbing it, and if I pull the trigger, it should go forward. Okay, I don't know how to program things, I think. Hold on. When index trigger is pressed while grabbed, that's this one, right? Yeah, this has go on it. Move car, which is that, by forward direction of, you know what? I think I was supposed to do position of, forward direction of, and then put car. Okay, that doesn't do it either. Unhandled. Move by position of. Maybe it's move to. Oh man, am I losing my touch? Move to over time. Not touch. I never really had one. Trust me, it takes like 10 tries to make anything. Like when you see me do tutorial, maybe it'll seem like I'm know every intricate thing about it. That's because it was the 6th time I ran through it that day. Oof. Okay. To forward direction. All right. It is position of. Let's see. Position of. Forward direction of. What am I doing then? What am I doing wrong? Okay, well I'll tell you what I know will work. Let me just stick with that. Oh man. Don't do live demonstrations, people. Zuck showed us that the other night, right? Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate it, bud. All right, let's see. Move by over time. And move by, let's see. What direction is this? Z. So we'll say. Is the mic there? Yeah. Move car. All right, this way's cheating and is going to be a very cheap way to do it, but what is going on? Did I turn off my world or something? Oh my God. Yes, my world was turned off. Okay, all right, so it does move. All right, so let me go back to the way I did it before. Dude, that is so programming. That's exactly how programming does. You're like, oh, man, oh, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And then you realize, oh, you just didn't, like, turn on what needed to be turned on. Okay, so let's do this script again. Move car to by forward direction of self. Okay. Operators. And forward direction is always going to be the Z positive. Okay. Move by forward direction of car. Okay, I'll stand still so you can really tell. Okay, right? And that's how it does it. Or you could, and then super easy to adjust. You're like, that's it? Well, no, that's not it. So we gave it 1 second to move that distance. Well, what if we just said 0.1 seconds? And we just grabbed it. And then... Now that's real jerky, you see, because I have to pull it every time to make it go that far forward. But then you take it to the next level, right? Then we call an event, right? Send event with delay. And when that event is received... send hold on, send my vel to self. Okay, this time if I push it, it's just going to keep going. It's not going to stop. Oh, I can hold the trigger. See? And now it's going a little bit more, So just little adjustment, line after line after line. You start with one thing. You start with a vehicle. We didn't have a vehicle. Look how cool this vehicle is. Seconds ago or minutes ago, this thing didn't even exist. And again, does it really exist? It's in the metaverse. It's digital. I don't know, man. We treat digital like it's real. Okay, so here's we are. We're in the world. And again, like I said with the car, it's so much easier to just, if I just grab it, I can move it. I want it. The desktop editor can be when it comes to moving stuff around, it can be a little clunky. Okay, but we're going to go back to desktop editor because that's where all of the AI stuff is, and that's really what we're concerned with. Okay. Now, this code blocks thing, by the way, real quick, let me just show everybody. This is a script block like from before. This code blocks, this visual coding system is... You can learn this stuff pretty quickly, I'm telling you. If you give yourself a chance. And, sometimes people are like, oh, it's so easy. And, they don't mention, oh, yeah, there's 17 years, in computer science school or whatever. And it's like, oh, of course it's easy for you. No, I'm telling you, dude, this stuff is, made to be easy. It's and you just watch a couple tutorials, and you'll really be able to get a lot done. And... oh man, I should list all the tutorials. I tell you, my favorite tutorials is Gausroth, Gausroth. I mean, there's other great ones too, of course. Evil Smirk and VidU, and oh man, I don't want to be leaving people out, but there's some great, valuable, bright people out there giving information. But my favorite was Gausroth. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Should we mess around in here some more? You know what? Let's look at those assets real quick. because it wasn't the assets were a little difficult to look at in the desktop editor through, because you see that like tiny little screen. Okay, so here's all the assets. It can be, look, alien tree. It's just right there. I can just pull it out. It's already ready. And again, like, don't forget, you could just get the AI to make something. But hey, like, you also got this. And the good thing is a lot of these things don't take up a lot of room. See this blue line? When this thing goes all the way around, that means I'm full. And I have too many, I don't want to go over that. I'll have too many things in here. And I'm seeing how every time I make a copy of one of these, how much that line goes up. And it's imperceptible. So that's good. That means these little trees don't use a lot of space. Look at this one, ceiling fan. Let's check this out. Okay, that's an old model, so I can't bring in the old models. Is this the Matrix chair? Or no, it's green. The Matrix chair is red, right? Burgundy? Burgundy? All right, here's my favorite things that are on here, the interactives. People have added some really cool interactives. Okay, let's see. Player skips world space interfaces. Let's see. Sword. No. Game systems. Complete mechanics. Wow, look at all these categories. You can these are the NPCs, And you won't see that box like when the game is started. These boxes are just put like represent. I don't know if he's supposed to look scary, but he looks super cute. I mean, he's got razor sharp teeth, so. All right. And see, and look, these are the built-in ones. These come with it. You can't. Oh, you know what? You can start importing new stuff. I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff's changing. It just keeps growing. I can't even keep up with it. As niche as it is to be in the metaverse, to be focused on virtual reality, then to be focused on Horizon Worlds specifically, they're still within Horizon Worlds. It's just too much. I still got to niche down. So I still got to learn these NPCs. Those are going to be great to learn for, for building and making popular worlds. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, what other assets they have in here? Of course, they have tons of weapons. Social tools, what's that? Speaking card, microphone, complete mechanics. A lot of these are old. Why? You know what? Maybe there's a difference between the assets in here as opposed to the assets in. Yeah, there's clearly a big difference. So here's a cool one, right? You just want something. All right. And look, you got a spinning, right? Like, if you have a video game, like, doesn't that seem like it's so video gamey? So, like, you're a little character, you run around, and there's the coin. Bing! And you collect all the coins. Let's see, I'm just texting to make sure it's not somebody texting me to tell me Okay, no, it's family. They can wait. I'm in Horizon Worlds. All right. So, and see this quarter, and it's so easy to like adjust things. Like, when you get one of these assets, see, that's what I love about it. You get one of these assets, and look, they're so, what's it called? What's the word? Changeable. I know there's a better word for it than that. All right. Look, like the bob amplitude, how hard it bounces. Let's say you want it to bounce like more than that. You want it to bounce harder. Bang. So maybe, and then you could attach this whole script to something instead of just a coin. How many objects are in here? Why does it even have parent object? I don't get it. Okay. Well, anyway. And, you can easily make it spin faster. That's the Bob speed, but, So maybe if, you attached it to an arrow that was just pointing at something, or maybe some chopping block that comes down that players have to avoid. I mean, it's so many possibilities, right? All right. So all I'm saying is there's lots of options there. Let's go back to our desktop editor. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to go from, oh look, my furniture's there. Isn't that pillow? Doesn't that pillow look comfy? It's got like a furry, soft. Anyway, that's my gaming chair. What am I doing? We're doing Meta Horizon Worlds. What is this? A podcast? What am I doing? Where am I? What planet is this? Come on, Cletus. Desktop editor. There we go. Okay, let's go back into that new world. And now I'll have to see comments. I'll have to be at my phone again, but that's okay. Look, I'm going to throw a little. Oh, I can do a little. That's cool. I can do, I did a little, what's the thing with it would cheer, like confetti, like little party confetti things. Okay, see, here I'm back in that world. That was that same world I just manipulated in virtual reality. I'm now back in it. Look, and now here I am here, and the same thing. And same thing, I can move this thing around wherever I wanted to move it, but see what I mean? It's like sometimes you can't even tell where it is. Like you'll think, it'll be right there, right? And so you think, oh, it's all the way down here at the edge. And so you click down there to preview from there. You're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go spawn next to the coin. You're like, what? Where's the coin? It's like, what? It's back there? And it's flying all over the place because I just moved it. Oh, I love it. That's great. All right. Let's see. Everything we did in there is still there. Now, here's something specific, and this is really not the kind of thing we need to get into now, but remember that visual coding that we just looked at, code blocks that use these purple gizmos. Those are, you can do that in VR. You could only do that in VR. Here, I cannot access that. I cannot see what happens. See, if I click on something over here on the left, anything in the hierarchy, we'll start with the first thing that came into this world, the spawn point. Once I click on it, I get this properties panel on the right. When I click on that Go script we made, nothing pops open. It says, you can open in Viewer. I can take a look at it if I want to see what that script was. See, there's that scripting I made. All right. Again, I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the AI. What can we do with AI in here? So far we made a little car. We put the AI didn't make the remote control. I made the remote control. So it made the environment. So this blue thing right here is how you control the environment. Whoops, this blue thing I meant. This blue guy's the spawn point. So it made the car, and it made the environment. Let's see what else Gen AI can do. And see, dude, I'm like, this isn't some special, it's technically a special program, but anybody can join it just about, even if you can't get into Meta Horizon Worlds, maybe if you're not old enough to be part of the MHCP, the creator program, you could still program, if your parents get you on here and they, let you program. I mean, you're still programming things. You're still creating. And again, you can do a lot of this without the computer. But the computer is cool too. All right. So let's see, what else can it do? Texture. What does that mean, texture? Okay, here's what I'm gonna. Where's that cube or that sphere? Small flying sponsor, primitive shapes. There we go. Okay, there's the sphere. See, remember, it's just kind of floating here. Let's change its color. Oops. Okay, so it's red now, right? Great. Now let's see what this texture thing is. I don't know what texture is. I think I don't know what it means in this way. Okay, overlapping, slightly iridescent. These are examples. Reptilian scales in deep red and black hues. That's cool. A scratched, slightly rusted metal surface. Okay, rustic, small cobblestone covered with moss. All right, so I'm going to try to make a texture to put on here. I think that's how it works. I think you make the texture and then you can attach it to an object. So let's see. What kind of, a gray asteroid with glowing spots. See what happens. Okay, so I'm realizing now that it's basically going to give us a pattern, something that we could just put on just about anything, and what it'll do is it'll stretch it over it. It's not going to, specifically, like this car has a very specific texture that would only work on this car. And if this car's physical shape was changed in the slightest, it could really change how this image is on it. Because that's technically all just one image, just wrapped. Sorry, was that annoying? What's wrong with me? All right. So, and then after that, we're going to mess with the sound effects, the ambient noise. I don't know if I can get you to, okay, that's what we're going to do next. I want to do environment generation next. Okay, preview textures. Okay, so I think that because I had the ball selected, it automatically put it on the ball. Right? Is that what happened? Let's see, where's that light? I want to bring that light over there. See what I mean? You can't always tell where objects are. All right. So let's go into regular mode and see what it looks like with this new. Let me make it big. Okay, let's just click save and apply. I wonder if tinting it red made a difference. Let me see. I don't think so. All right, so we're just going to make the thing big, the scale, make it 2, 2, 2. Just so we can make it really, really see the detail in it. Come on, Cletus, what you doing? 2. Yeah. Yas, queen. And I'll tell you what's not helping is this is kind of a dimly lit area. So just for now, I'm going to turn off that whole world we have out there. It's cool, but it was reducing the light. Okay, so there's the ball, right? And doesn't it look like it has texture? Doesn't it look like okay, when you get real close you can tell, but doesn't it kind of seem like there's shape to it, like it's not a perfect sphere? And this is just a sphere, there's... Wow, dude, that really came out good. I mean, we weren't even trying on that one. Here, let's go for something really complicated. Let's say pink. There we go. Bright pink and black dragon scales with a hint of mischief. Dude, how does that even make sense? Do they even spell mischief right? In order to generate a texture, please select exactly one mesh in your world. Great. Okay, so there's the mesh, that sphere. Okay, there we go. Oh, I guess I gotta. Let's try it again. All right, bright pink and green dragon scales that are cute, scary. Let's see what happens. So it's going to pull up a texture, and I think what this would really be good for is like walls and floors, you know. Maybe we'll do that next because that'll be much more applicable than a ball of pink dragon scales. But then again, who knows, dude? I mean, like, you know, you shoot projectiles at people. You could shoot these, you know, spheres or any other shapes. Or, of course, you could change the shape of these spheres, right? Well, we can make it kind of like skinnier, more oval shaped, taller. Now it's kind of like a little stone. Ooh, make it a little egg shape, and it'll be like it's a dragon egg or something. Oh my gosh, dude, come on. This is cool. This is freaking cool. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We can just go into people mode. Ooh, that looks cool. Hold on. Oh, dude. All right, I'm already going to save and apply. I don't even need to observe. Okay. Look at that, man. Whoops. That really came out cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can still pick it up. Look at it. Wow. And even got to get the shape. Like, you don't even have to get like a 3D model. You just, man, that's cool. There's a lot of... I'm impressed. Okay, so texture. That's how we use texture. Click on a mesh. Click the texture. Hold on, but it knew to do it for a sphere. Let me see what happens if I pick something more complicated. Can I change the skin on this car? Let's see if I can change the skin on this car. Old, rusted out, war racer with on fire. See what it thinks. See what it thinks that means. Do you know what that means? I don't know what that means. Have we been going for an hour yet? I want to make sure I do at least an hour. Yeah. Okay, I see. Bork's talking about those, what's it called? How the NPCs are like recently released. Yeah. Yeah, and they're making like more options. Oh, dude, the AI options are what are really... We're not even going to get into the AI because I just don't know how to do that stuff well enough. Okay. Move. Okay, I'm reading MTG Asher's. Yeah. That totally makes sense. All the art and all the creations, it's hard to, get past that. Like, oh, man, remember all the times that you took Blender tutorials? You know what I mean? And what's it called? It's hard. Like, Blender's hard. Blender takes a lot of practice. But learning to do Blender is like learning to be a painter. I'm not saying only because you don't have to be a master painter to be a good painter. You don't have to be the best painter in the world and be, all your stuff's hanging at the Louvre, but you could still be a professional painter who paints portraits and gets paid a lot of money and is considered good, but it will take you years. Jeez, years. You have to practice painting for years. I mean, I guess I had to practice for years to be a teacher, so I guess that makes sense. All right, so it's still processing it. I don't know if I gave it a really complicated one. I don't know if it's just going slow right now. So I got 15 views. Do I have 3 concurrent viewers now? Is that what that is? What that means? I got my little list up there. Okay, so that's that AI. I guess while that's running, let me. Oh, it did it. Oh, dude, this is so cool. Oh, I'm such a dork for this. See, this is, I'm not going to lie, this is half the reason that I am doing this live stream is so now I will do stuff. The other day, literally, like even today, most of the people who watched are my friends. Let's see. It'll get rid of that blue highlight in a second once it's done like saving. I was about to point this save thing down here. Man, look, it knew it. It knew where to put the tires. Look. Oh, so it's not just for basic shapes. I thought it was like a cube or like it would just make a pattern. I was totally wrong. Look at this tire. I mean, it straight up knew where to put the tire and man. Okay, now again, remember I wrote on fire. That it should be on fire. There's clearly nothing here that makes it seem like it's on fire, but whatever. Like, look what I did in a few seconds. And if I gave it some more tries, it would probably come up with some other stuff. The sounds, I'm not going to mess with the sounds right now. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to play a sound on my computer. If you guys hear it, great. You don't have to, I'll watch this later so that way, and then I'll go back and watch this part. Let's see, how far along am I in the video? 1 hour, 106. 106:17, let me write that down. 106:17, but it's already passed. Okay, so here, sound effects. Let's do a short one. Let's just do like a, okay. Alien doorbell, and what do you think that means? Sound effects generation. So I'm pretty sure when it makes it, like how before we had to have an actual object picked. Wow. Okay, so sounds are made way faster. And then we attach, but these, I think if we just create it, it will just make like a block like this, and it'll be a sound block. It has a different, I think they're like more bluish. All right. I don't know. Can you hear this? That kind of sounded like a bell from far away, like a bell tower from far away. That was like rattling. Oh, okay, I hear how it's like an alien. That was like a distorted. I don't know if you guys can hear these. It was like a distorted doorbell kind of. That's like right before the girl from The Ring kills you. Okay, that one was a little cool. All right, so let's get that one. All right, save to asset library. Download. Wow, that's cool. You can straight up download it. Okay, so generated audio sound. Where is it? It's going to be in my assets. Follow show. Okay, let's go grab that in a second. All right, what? There we go. Okay, it's there. Oh, I'm clicking. Gotta click that off. Okay. All right. Material? No, that's not it. Generate. Where'd it go? Laser pointer? No. Go. I think I have a folder. I think I have my stuff going straight to a Gen AI folder. Where are you at? Was that under my assets? No, where's my Gen AI stuff go? My folders, my assets, all custom UI. Are you seeing it, not me? Ah, yep. There we go. All right. A bright starry night. No, I don't see the sound. Oh, okay. Got to go to the top. Strange door sound. Oh, the textures. Oh, so everything I made automatically gets saved in a Gen AI assets file. Perfect. The skin for the egg, all that. Great. So let's, we take the door sound, you just drag it out. So once you make it, it's in your stuff. You could probably just turn off the editor once it's working and well, I don't know. I don't know if it does that. Okay. But like if I play it, you'll hear it because it's selected, but sound more like wind chimes or whatever. But let's see. Let's look at the last things on the AI, and then we're gonna call it a day. What did I say I was gonna go over tomorrow? Public assets. So here right now is AI. Man, we got to do a whole. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna practice with the assistant before I start telling people about it. Oh, you know what? Here's what we'll finish off with: environment generation. I don't know what that means. Generate environments that are fully controllable with replaceable models of objects to up-level your world. Click on some of the examples. A forest in summer, a desolate wasteland, a sandy beach. Okay. Click on some of the examples to test it. Or it says go to creator tools, build gizmos, and then that there's an environment generator gizmo? I don't know about this one. What is this? Oh my gosh, dude. I've been so focused on just building stuff that's like for my game. All right, what's our boy saying right here? It's pretty neat. The pirate is good pre-built. Yeah, the pirate. Okay, I see here Borksticks is talking about the pirate NPC. That goes back to a conversation we had a couple minutes ago. Yeah, that thing's an amazing AI. Dude, they have like a Pokemon one where it tells you, it's just the voice, it's just a disembodied voice and like a keyboard, and then it'll say, hey, I'm the Pokemon guy. And you're like, what? And then you type in a question and you'll be like, why are lightning types better than cloud types or whatever? So sorry that I don't know Pokemon real well. And it'll tell you, but like technically they have an advantage or a disadvantage or they're, stronger, blah, blah, blah. And it just give us like real answers. I even asked it, I said, it was the Pokemon AI. And I said, how do you make a cake? And he's like, I don't want to talk about that. I like talking about Pokemon, but I'll tell you real quick. And it gave me like the recipe for a cake. Yeah. So it does models. Even when I worked with a team, it was hard to connect the vision with the resources. Right. Yes. So you have to scale down your vision. I know that's a tough one, but that's being realistic, and that's what you got to do. And now you have to do that way less because of all this stuff. Okay. So is there an environment gizmo? Environment builder gizmo. Okay, what is it called? I'm going to guess it's at the bottom. Environment generator. Okay. I do not know what this is going to do. All right. Generator. Island world builder. Okay. What are my other options? Okay. That's the only option for that. That's fine. Seed. Do not know what that means. Environment size. 88 by 88. That's each one of these squares is 1, so 88 by 88 is plenty. Terrain shape, okay, make it round as opposed to what? Crescent or ring. Cool. Quality, high quality. Okay, let's stick with high quality. It might take we'll look at how much space it takes. Number of buildings. Let's make it 4. 4 seems like about halfway. Okay, say 2. Create a water plane. This switch controls generating a water plane surrounding the environment. Turn on for okay. So I want it to be an island, but no. Let's just get the thing that we want to build. Okay, now let's tell it what we want to build. Hold on, what's this? Volcanic, rolling countryside, spooky forest, psychedelic. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, let's come up with our own though. Junkyard with alien gear and a sales office. Yeah. All right, let's see. So I think it's going to just generate a bunch of models. That's my guess here. Man. Okay, and yeah, I can't wait to check out the assistant. And I'll mess with the assistant. I'll let you know. But not that much, though, because to be honest with you, most of my free time when I'm not doing this podcast, what am I saying? Live stream, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be working on my game. I'm trying to win that $200K. $200,000. I'm just trying to think. My world might be. If I get my world finished in time, maybe I'll work on a second one of those incremental worlds or tycoon worlds. Or I wonder if there's a way to make mine like that. I don't know. So much choice, so much to think about, and even for that, I use AI. Like I thought about, like I told the AI, I was like, okay, I have this many characters, like this many choices. These are the objects. This is the point of the game. This is how many people can play at a time. I gave it all these ideas, and I said, I didn't necessarily use it for scripting at the time, and I was like, you are a project manager. So I said to the AI, you are a project manager. Oh, dude, look at this. I said, you are a project manager, and you are going to set out my tasks for the week for, okay, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be, but it's still something cool. Like I gave it a weird, listen, I'm not going to lie. Hold on. Let me save it to the asset library. I gave it kind of a weird prompt, but I'm sure I could get more. But here's the thing. I could just make these things one at a time. I don't have to make the whole. Oh, wow. Look at all these things that it's making. It's making all these things. Generated texture. Okay, so hold on. It made. And it's naming it all. Okay. Tree 8, rock cluster 0, dock path 0, tree 7, building 0. So it's just piece by piece. It's making every object. This is wild. Man, this is. I did not think that this technology would ever exist. Think we'll ever have tractor beams? What? Why was that? Why did it go like that? I'm just trying to. Okay. Ah, yes, that's not one. All right. So this is the junkyard. Oh, it made a house you can go inside. Oh, dude, that is so cool. Okay. Oh, my God. Come on, dude. This is crazy. I'm scared to try the vehicle stuff because if it really, really works the way I want it to, I'd be like, all right. So look, and it made this environment. This will be the last thing, and then we're gonna be done for the day. So did it make these trees and stuff individually? Or let me see. Yeah. So there's the terrain. There's tree 0. You know, pick a tree. And on my keyboard, I hit the F button, and F focuses on that, thing that you click. What else? Rock cluster 0. Okay. So here, let me try something. Let me see if I can unparent child objects. So just make everything on its own. So it's not, everything's not all falling under that. So I can move them separately. All right. So like, for example, this tree. Let's find that tree. I can move that tree on its own. Whoops. Okay, see, I moved that tree on its own. Now, I think the rock cluster, see when I click rock cluster, all those rocks light up? I think that means I can only move those rocks together. So it didn't make everything separate, but that, I don't know. That's still kind of cool, right? Make that, let's see. Make them flat and you can put them anywhere. Anyway, stuff. Dock path 0. Okay, so it doesn't have the houses listed, so I think the dock path is what they mean when they... Oh, hold on. The houses must be listed. Where's it? Because I'm clicking on the house and I want to see where it highlights here. Oh, you know what? It's probably down there and I don't see it because I have... This thing is up. How do you get rid of this thing? Taskbar settings. Hide. Okay. This is not the time for that. Listen, it makes separate objects. Oh no, that's part of the. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, building 1. Okay, and then building 0. Yeah. Cool. Oh, but the arrow stays there in the middle, but you can still move it around. Oh, look, it made like a space in the terrain for it. That's wow. That. Wow. Okay, I've been working way too hard. I mean, to be honest with you, I really like the method that I've been using. Here's what I've been doing. I had it set up because I thought we were going to go over it, but we don't have time. But I use Meshy. And I pay, it's like, I want to say $20 a month if you pay for a year. And look, all these little things I made. Like I made one little robot, right? For this, for example, for my game. I made this little robot. And then I had it like put new textures on them to make different colored ones. But it's the same object. So that way they still like will work the same mechanically in the world. But they have their own colors. You know? There's my he'll be a fire guy. I think this is my electric guy. Where's my atomic guy? This dude's cool. And but we're not going to get into this. I was going to show you specifically how to download stuff from here, and you can do it for free too, to a point. And if you're willing to take your time, because you can't do more than one thing at a time on here, and each. You know, it's AI, so it takes its time to like build stuff. But I'll show you how to import straight. Meshy is made perfect for Meta Horizon World, so that's really fortunate. Okay, so listen, let me check the comments real quick to see if anybody else has some thoughts or ideas. Yeah, I can do models too. Right, I mean, this is all cool. So listen, I want you guys to... feel free to hit me up. I guess there's not DMs or whatever, but like leave a message on one of my other videos if you have any questions about something. Oh, you know what? Check me out on my Instagram. I think that's a good place to, if you got to DM me, please, adults only, no kids. I don't even want to talk to your parents. I'm not talking to kids. Okay. But for adults, let's, I'll help you guys figure stuff out. We'll meet up in Horizon Worlds. We'll build. We'll do a Zoom call or something with a bunch of people. Maybe we'll do a little seminar, figure out how to do. Or maybe you want to come teach something. That'd be cool. I'd figure it out. I have to like Google everything I want to do, how to use OBS and how to connect the mic. And all right. Oh, I see a little part is visible of my living room. Isn't that cool? I got a living room, and you're taking up about 1/4 of it. All right, guys. So this has been great. Thank you so much for being one of my 20 views. Well, let's say 19 because I viewed it, so I don't know. All right, man. Thank you so much. Let's go win that $2.5 million prize pool portion for ourselves. Let's build worlds and Meta Horizon Worlds. Let's build. Let's create. Let's come together.